I'm Graham Johnson from the Port of Tacoma. Here's what's happening on Pierce County's working waterfront. Hello from the Washington State Fairgrounds, where more than 1,000 local high school students are gathered to learn about careers in the trades. The event is called Pierce County Construction Career Day, presented by the Port of Tacoma. It includes exhibitors from a variety of employers, including the port. Members of the port's security and maintenance departments are sharing career advice and showing students big equipment like Vector trucks and railroad repair systems.
It's definitely interesting seeing all the people out here and seeing what kind of machines there are and what everyone has to offer.
Students from 23 Pierce County high schools are at this event. A group of students from Fife came to the port in May for a tour of the maintenance department.
The trades, we don't see enough youth coming in. It's getting difficult for us to hire talented people. So I like to tell these kids that there is good, successful jobs to be had out there in the trades.
The port hosts school groups as part of its commitment to growing the workforce of the future. That commitment is why Tacoma Public Schools is building the Maritime 253 Skills Center at the future Port Maritime Center. In May, crews poured the concrete foundation for the school building.
We're getting ready to go vertical with the wood structure.
Maritime 253 will be next door to a new port business office along the Foss Waterway. With trade and tariffs in the news, there's a new way to check on cargo volumes in Tacoma and Seattle. The Northwest Seaport Alliance in May launched weekly cargo updates, so you can find the number of ships in the gateway and get insights from the logistics industry. You can find a link at nwseaportalliance.com. Tariffs and transportation policy were among the topics when Port of Tacoma Commissioners Kristen Ang and Deanna Keller met with Senator Maria Cantwell and other members of the state's congressional delegation in Washington, D.C. The Tacoma Pierce County Chamber organized the Washington to Washington Conference. Finland's ambassador to the United States visited the port in May. Leena-Kaisa Makola met with Commissioner Kristen Ang and took a boat tour of marine terminals aboard the Doolin Rogers, the Tacoma Youth Marine Foundation's training vessel. Maritime Blue organized the event, which focused on establishing private 5G networks on marine cargo terminals to improve their operational efficiency. In May, port commissioners authorized several projects related to the deepening of the Blair Waterway. The port is working to deepen the channel and berth areas by 6 feet to accommodate larger container ships and keep the gateway competitive.
The motion passes unanimously.
Deepening work on the Blair Waterway will extend through 2031. Clean dredge material will be used for a new salmon habitat site. The port's 5 commissioners meet at the Fabulage Center off Port of Tacoma Road. Meetings start at noon and public comment is welcome. For agendas by email, you can sign up for our newsletter, Pierside. Subscribers are the first to find out when free tickets become available for our popular boat tours. This year, they will be on September 7th. You can sign up for Pierside at portoftacoma.com. Also on our site, check out the story celebrating International Day for Women in Maritime, featuring women who work for the Port of Tacoma and the Northwest Seaport Alliance. A Port of Tacoma habitat site is getting some national attention. Attendees of the Environmental Markets Conference in Seattle visited the Lower Wapato Creek Habitat Project, an advanced mitigation site built in partnership with the Puyallup Tribe of Indians.
It's a really great opportunity to showcase the work that we've done here so that lessons learned can be shared with other colleagues across the nation.
The habitat site is in full bloom, and the port's biologist says it is meeting or exceeding what are called vegetation performance standards. The port's new speaker series is proving very popular. Free tickets went quickly for Ports and Popcorn at the Grand Cinema in Tacoma. The port captain of Foss Maritime will be featured June 12th. Finally this month, a youth art show at the port. High school and middle school students from Fife showed off their artwork during Fife Milton Edgewood Chamber of Commerce's Business After Hours event at the Port of Tacoma Administration Building. Their work was inspired by a tour of habitat sites and marine terminals.
So I wanted to push myself to do machinery. So when I saw the ship, when we first got here, that was what I picked.
The show included a wide range of artistic styles, and many of the works had three-dimensional elements. Thanks for joining us from the Washington State Fairgrounds. We are back in July with a new edition of Working Waterfront.